I assume with Grain going down, Igor in net tonight?
Yes.
Yeah. And now that his extension's official, just how important was it to get that done?
Yeah, I mean, he's a big piece of our team. He's proven to be one of the top goaltenders, so I think, having him under contract in the New York Rangers for several years, I think that's a real positive.
After, you seemed pretty annoyed after the game yesterday. Is it good?
Only with the questions.
I didn't ask one.
Today you did that.
How
I
good
bet
is
you
it
ask it again right now.
to get back on the horse like right away and play a game?
It's really good, to be honest with you. Like, you leave a game like that, and, it's in our building, and we gave up too many goals, and so there's things that we could have done, I think, to be better inside of those situations, and we'll address that, but certainly not the way you want to leave here. So it's a chance to get right back up there and play a game tonight.
Is a game like that, after a game like that, is it something you feel like they need to make a lineup change just to change something up? And will you?
Again, there's a lot we did right. There's a few things we did wrong, and we're going through it right now. They got the players are coming in as we speak to get ready for tonight. We'll address the lineup tonight in there.
Speaking of that, sometimes the video, when you go back and watch video, it tells a different story than how you feel after the game. And coaches say that.
Yeah.
The things you did right, the things you did wrong. Were there more things right than you had thought yesterday in the post game when you went back and watched it?
Yeah, I mean, I know what we did right and I know what we did wrong, and so again, there was areas and instances where we needed to be better and we weren't.
What's the challenge, especially the back-to-back tonight, to make sure you come out with the right energy?
Yeah, I mean, we're in a spot where we need to win hockey games, and so if we don't do that, you probably won't like it at the end of the night. We need to come out with good energy, good execution, and be ready to play.
This is a team you're playing that made a coaching change. I mean, how does that change them and what you have to do in terms of?
We focus mostly on us. We try to give systems and what we can, and so we'll do our best to prepare them for the opponent. And again, try to make sure that our game is where we want it to be.
Kaapo Kakko, just your thoughts on the impact he's making this season, differences you've seen from last season, and maybe if making Phil's roster has been a big confidence boost for them.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's it's a nice tip of the hat to those players that made that tournament. Should be a lot of fun for them. I think anytime you get to represent your country is a real proud thing, and the players really enjoy that. I think just offensively from Kaapo, you've seen him contribute more. That line has been effective. Phil's been back in the middle more on a consistent basis, and I think that they've had a little chemistry in the past, but with Phil being out for most of the year last year, they didn't really get to connect with that again. So it's been a good start. I still think that line is capable of more, and but they've all done a good job. I think Will's come in and done a good job. Phil's been. You can notice his speed down the middle, and Kaapo's been able to produce on the wing.
You were asked yesterday about Riley Smith coming back into the lineup, and he's had goals in 2 games in a row now. What are you seeing from him? Is he playing better the last since he's been back than he was before? I mean, what are you seeing from him with that line?
The next play, he's been making coming out of the defensive zone through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. There's a determination, I think, that's been increased a little bit, so it's been good. That line for me has been very effective. Going back to the game before this last night, and then last night, that line has been playing hard. He's been playing hard.
He said something yesterday about getting out of the zone better and quicker and cleaner has led to him getting chances and things like that. So is it something that he and the line are doing that's allowing that to happen, or is it something
I think it's just the execution of what we're trying to do. If you say you want to do something and you don't do it, if you want to move it out quick and you move it backwards and you're coming backwards all the time, then it's not moving quite as fast as you want it to. So I think the execution and the play has been good coming out of the zone with what we're trying to do. The same thing through the neutral zone. If we're making the good decisions through the neutral zone, we're either going to play offense or defense. And so I think we've been playing offense more. And some of the decisions on breakouts and through the neutral zone have led to a game that moves more towards the offensive zone.
Was putting Flashback with Miller last night in the third just to try to spark some offense when you guys were down? Or is that
Say it again.
putting Flashback with Miller last night in the third? Was that
Yeah, I mean, it's we're chasing the game here. We're just trying to, guys that maybe a little bit more offensive minded, trying to put them in the right situations.
Keandre seems to have picked up at least his attempts at goal and stuff. He had a goal yesterday
Yep.
and all that. So what have you seen from him lately?
I think he's been playing pretty good for the last 4 or 5 games. Again, the skating and the offense, the attack, his physicality, all of it's been good. He's been engaged.
Is there something that's led to that, you think, or is it just a general everybody's playing better?
You might have to ask him that.
Okay, last one.
You were just talking about Kaapo before, and now you had another Finn in Vakanainen. In your experience, anything that Finnish players have in common? We hear a lot about work ethic when it comes to them. In your experience, what sort of common threads do they have in terms of style of play or attitude or anything like that?
Yeah, I would. I mean, when you're talking about like a Finnish team, there's usually a work ethic that's involved there. Yeah, they like each other. I noticed that early on. They seem to get along well. So.